to the AFC East Roundtable, a weekly live show featuring top-tier insight, analysis, and heavy debates on all things AFC East. From the best creators in the division, including Buffalo Bills creator Dan Mitchell, Miami Dolphins creator TD Phins Talk, New York Jets creator Richie from Jets Media, and finally New England Patriots creator Colby from Patriots Global. Make sure you catch the AFC East Roundtable live every Monday at 7 p.m. EST and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST on the AFC East Roundtable YouTube channel. We live on a great Monday here without Dan Mitchell. He is out of commission. We thought he'd be here, but hey, he's not feeling well. He's under the weather. It's the Bills bye week. So let's let Dan Mitchell rest up. I mean, hey, he doesn't have a Bills game to recap because they're on a bye week. So it's okay for Dan to miss tonight, but it's okay. We're still going to talk Buffalo and talk all things Bills, Jets, Patriots, and Dolphins here on the AFC East Roundtable. Let's get into business. TD, how you feeling today, my friend?
I'm feeling great, man. Dan's getting some rest because he knows they're about to collapse, so he wants to prepare for it. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. Tough times for the Miami Dolphins, but you know what? We're closer to better days. I tried to tell everybody before the season even started, the Patriots are the real deal. And that the Jets are just horrible. It just looks like I know ball. Hopefully one day you guys can get on that level. So I'm just waiting on you to, it's lonely at the top, knowing ball, man.
Yeah, he is batting 100, folks. He is finally right about something for the first time in 5 years. So now all of a sudden, TD knows ball. He's changed his branding, by the way. It's not TD Phins Talk. It's not TD Sports Talk. It's TD Pats Talk. What up, Colby? How you feeling today, my friend?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing, Rich. I was telling TD before we started, I was like, dude, I grew up knowing Tom Brady. I grew up knowing success. I was born in 2021. So I quite literally came out of the womb balling. And so in 2020, when Brady left and we sucked, I didn't know what to do with myself. And I didn't know how to act because I had never experienced that before. And now that I have seen this team back up on the rise, they're coming back up, man. I genuinely don't know what to do with myself. It's an amazing feeling. And Rich, while I hope your team doesn't get there from a team level, from a personal level, for you as one of my good friends, I do genuinely hope you experience this one day because you are sky high. You wake up and the grass is greener. The sun's out a little bit more. I mean, this New England Patriots team, Rich, okay? They have won 3 straight road games, which has never been done in franchise history before, all doing it in 1 year, the first year of this new regime. So I'm on top.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy because the AFC East is pretty much flipped upside down now. The New England Patriots are on top, above the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Bills cannot lose a game this week, but they didn't play, and the Patriots won, so they gained a game on top. And, Bills fans, I'm sure they're starting to hate watch. They're probably watching that Titans-Patriots game like, come on, Cam Ward. Come on, what you got, Cam? Oh, why are you fumbling the ball backwards, Cam Ward? No, they're going to, you know what I mean? The Titans go up 10-3. Oh, Bills fans are like, oh, maybe. Nope, that's not going to happen. So, Buffalo, we need some more rivalry in this division. So I'm happy that Bills fans can start turning their heads on the Patriots because there was too much lovey-dovey going on. Too much. And now the Patriots have claimed their ascension, and they're taking advantage of their easy schedule. That's what good teams do. Now we'll see what happens when the competition levels up. Now, the New York Jets lost again. The Miami Dolphins lost again. And the New England Patriots are victors. So there's a lot that we're going to get into in this live stream. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you did not already, hit the like button. Please make sure you do so. We're going to get into all things AFC East Roundtable. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for being a proud sponsor of the channel. You guys get a 100% match up to $100 by using the code RTS. Click that link right now, folks, at the top of the description. Also, right now in the top of the chat, the live chat. So make sure you guys hit that like button and check out Sleeper, the official sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. You guys are getting $20 for free. If you took advantage of your $20 for free entry, let us know in the chat. We'll give you a shout out because they are the proud sponsor of this YouTube channel all throughout the season. Much love to the folks over at Sleeper. All right. Well, I guess we'll start off with the worst team in the division up first, man, because that's
Let's
definitely
go
what we got to
Jets.
do. The Miami Dolphins got blown out. Hey, and the reason why we're picking the Dolphins, Jets ain't getting no blown out. At least we competitive. Back-to-back weeks.
There you go, Rich. Hang your hat. Hang your hat.
Hey, man, we're playing competitive football, baby. At least one phase of our team is actually showing some signs. At least that's the case. But the Dolphins, that's not the case there. So we're starting off with you, baby, because I'm hosting, and that means I get to decide the rules tonight. So the Miami Dolphins go into Cleveland. And by the way, TD had the Dolphins winning this game. TD, I told you the Cleveland Browns were going to win. I didn't expect it to be this bad, but oh my goodness. The one thing that is similar about the Jets and the Dolphins is they both have their quarterbacks benched. How about that? So, TD, why don't you tell us what happened in this game between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins? Break it all down for us.
This is simple. The Browns ran into Tua Tagovailoa. It's that simple.
Is he that bad? Like,
did you not see the video that's going viral right now of the mic'd up Browns player in the secondary?
Actually, I don't think I saw that either.
You haven't seen it?
Oh my gosh, he's like
I didn't see it yet, but let's
play it,
react
Richie.
to this.
Give it to me, too.
Hold on.
You heard what he said.
Give it to me, too.
Give it to me, Tua. Finish it. Watch what he said. At the end.
No way! Did he actually just say that?
Give it to me, too.
Come on.
Wow. That's a new low, bro.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
lost to the Browns, man. You got blown out by the Browns.
Like the doo-doo Browns, like that's like, like that's a new level of low.
That's rough.
The Browns got a top 5 defense. Okay,
The Browns actually have the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah,
actually, believe it or not.
That's straight.
But they have a terrible offense.
And their offense is still not great. I mean,
They
like,
blew you out though. What?
yeah, because we threw 3 interceptions and a fumble. Remember, we
They
even had
capitalized on that. That's
and
crazy.
we had a kickoff fumble, and they got the ball at the 20 or something. Like, it was just so bad. You know what? The Dolphins are just that bad. And it ain't really that much to say about it other than the fact that they're going to have to clean house in Miami. Tua's days are numbered. That's 2 games in a row with 3 picks each. The man has 10 interceptions on the season in only 7 games. And one of those games that we won, he didn't throw any interceptions. So he averages at about 1.5 interceptions a game. And that's the story of where we are as a team. Like, defense isn't great. Offense isn't great. Tua's not leading the way. McDaniel not getting it done. The Dolphins are in shambles. And be quite honest with you, like, we probably ranked the 29th or 30th team in the league. Never as bad as the Jets and Saints and stuff like that. But we're pretty bad. And there ain't much X's and O's in this. Dylan Gabriel's still not a good quarterback. But somehow we made a guy who threw for 116 yards look competent. Like, literally, just look. I mean, he handed the ball off most of the game, but still, we're a train wreck, and I'm over it. I'm happy because you know what? We're getting closer to better days so we can overtake the Patriots, the kings of the AFC East right now.
I'm so glad that it's not even the Bills anymore. You hear that, Rich? It's not. We're going to take over the Bills one day. He's worried about the Patriots now.
They finna fall.
So my question to you, TD, and I was tuning into one of your live streams on TD Phins Talk. What a great live show you got going on, man. What a great performance. What a great way to present yourself, and you're just so good at what you do, man. Congratulations on all your success, Tony Dow. You're really good at that.
Here come the hate. Come on.
But you said something that, like, I did not hear from anybody else, and it really got me thinking now. Mike McDaniel?
Oh.
No. Mike McDaniel is starting to separate himself from Tua. Why?
Yeah.
Why is he doing that? Why could he be separating himself from Tua? To save his own job. Is there a world where Mike McDaniel goes to the owner and he's like, yo, hey, you extended me last year. I know you gave me Tua to fix, but Tua's that trash, bro. Give me another quarterback. Let's go out there, get Fernando Mendoza. Let's go get Dante Moore, whoever quarterback in the draft, or maybe there's a quarterback out there they can trade for. It's probably not happening because of all the dead cap. Is there a world where Mike McDaniel convinces Ross that Tua is the issue and not him, and Mike McDaniel, Chris Greer stays put and gets another chance at a quarterback?
You know, Richie, the truth is there is a chance of it. We're hoping that doesn't happen, but there's a chance of that. There's a chance of Tua being the scapegoat. But
Let's go, Mike McDaniel, baby. Oh, come on, Mike. Save your job.
you know what? Mike McDaniel
Back.
frustrated the fan base because of the decisions and everything over the last few years. But we don't know if Mike McDaniel is better than what he's showing right now because he's also dealing with a limited quarterback. So who's to say if he doesn't have a limited quarterback that can do more, get outside of that box he created for Tua, maybe we still would be all right. Because here's what I'll say. I keep telling everybody this main fact. If Tua doesn't turn the ball over like he's been doing, the Dolphins could easily be 4-3 right now. This is just a fact. A lot of these games are one possession losses, but he has multiple turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, I can say the same thing with the Jets, which we'll get into. Like, they're 0-7, but there's a lot of one score. If this happened, if that happened, the Jets could have 3 wins. But this is not a what-if league. This is not a what-if league. That's the problem. Colby, your thoughts of the state of the Miami Dolphins. Did you expect them to be this bad?
I certainly did not expect them to be this bad. I didn't think they were going to be great. I think that last year we saw signs of a decline, and we kind of just chalked it up to, oh, well, I mean, this just has to be Tua being hurt. And I mean, Tua came back from being hurt and was playing well. But I think we started to see little signs on this team starting to crumble, especially with Mike McDaniels and that front office. And that definitely translated here into 2025. The unfortunate part is that it felt like Tua was the glue holding your team together last year. When you had him, you were winning. When you didn't, you were losing. And then Tua comes in and Tua turned the ball over, is officially back, like both of you guys stated. In this game, 12 of 23, 100 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a 24.1 passer rating, and bench for a rookie quarterback just 7 weeks into the season. And again, let's give the Cleveland Browns the credit where it's due. I do think that when we see bad teams with a bad record, we immediately assume that everything about that team is suddenly terrible. And that's not the case. The Cleveland Browns do have the #1 defense in the NFL, according to PFF and multiple other sources also. So this was going to be a true test for the Dolphins, but you put up 6 points and you allow a very, very mid team like the Cleveland Browns to capitalize on those turnovers, blow you out and put up 31 points at the end of the day. I thought that Devon Achane has some really good moments on the ground, but unfortunately, because of Tua turning the ball over as frequently as he was, you weren't able to be a multi-dimensional offense. You weren't able to run your offense the way you wanted to and run with your strengths, which was the running game with Achane. You were forced to start passing the ball, and you don't have Tyreek Hill, and you know that Tua is an issue. And he's reverted back to the Tua from, what was it, 2022, 2021? And so at this point, if I'm the Miami Dolphins and I'm going into the offseason, I'm trying to figure out how do I move on from him. And his contract is so big that it's going to be very difficult for you guys to do so. I wonder if it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, all right, we're going to suck for a year or two, but let's just get this guy off the books. Or if it's one of those situations where you trade him to a team, but you have to give the other team good draft compensation, and you also have to pay part of the contract just to get Tua away from your team because he's a liability on that offense. He's calling people out last week and then comes in here and he's the big reason that you ultimately lost this game. When I'm looking at how you rebuild the Miami Dolphins in terms of this culture, you cannot have Tua under center, and that's just a fact.
Yeah. Like, TD, you went into the season with expectations, but did you ever expect it to be this bad? Like, you're one of the worst teams in the National Football League. Now, I know, you're a Jets fan. Who do you... I'm used to this. The Jets were 0-12 5 years ago, okay? I know this darkness feeling, but I think this may be your first time. Like, is this the worst start to... When was the last time the Dolphins had a record that they have right now? What are they, 1-5, 1-6? Have you ever experienced something like this?
We were 1-7.
When? What year?
4 or 5 years ago.
You were 0-7 with Brian Flores in 2019.
1-7.
So how do you feel? Like, how are you processing everything with this Miami Dolphins team? Is it just one of those things you're like, all right, well, at least we'll clean house and we'll get a new quarterback? Is it that simple? Because
first of all, Richie, I think we won like 8 games that year. We went on a win streak.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go with McDaniel.
Just FYI, we're not the Jets. All hope is lost if you're the Jets. But we're not them. We're the Miami Dolphins. We're struggling right now. We're down bad.
Down really bad, actually.
Yeah.
And I hope, and guys, I hope you realize what TD does, the only way he tries to make himself feel better about himself is by bringing up the Jets. Because without bringing up the Jets, he makes himself, it's like a pacifier.
Richie, we got your take. We got Kobe take, but you want to hamper on the Dolphins.
Yeah, you can hamper on the Jets when it's
we
your turn.
already got the take. And Richie, you had to take the time to say, TD, I was wondering. We done with the Dolphins. So
no, we ain't done with no Dolphins. Just like when we go into the Jets, you can rip into them. And I'll be here to take it all because I'm built for this.
Y'all can't take no more rips.
Hey, bro. Listen, I don't even care anymore, man. I don't care. I'm going to be sitting here. Bro, I started this AFC East Roundtable with you guys in the darkness. And all I saw was just nonsense this, and then this team goes there, and then the Bills running the division, the Dolphins doing their mediocre stuff, and I'm back to where it all started, baby. I'm comfortable, unfortunately, where I'm at. So no one can knock me off, bro. I'm going to talk my ish. I'm going to stand on business. I ain't afraid of nothing over here. Come on now. Hype me up, chat. Come on, Chad.
Business. All right.
Jets fans hurting right now.
Stand up for me, Chad. Everyone's going to turn on me like, boo, screw Richie, tomatoes, throwing at me. But hey, man, it is what it is. But you guys let me know if you agree or not with what I have to say. I mean, this is my point. What do you guys want me to do? You want me to show up like this? Yeah, the Jets suck. Yeah, the Dolphins are a little better. Yeah.
I think that's exactly what they want.
That's right.
The Jets are the worst team in football. Yeah.
And the Dolphins are better.
Is that what you want? Because that's what I was, by the way, when I first started this show. Because I was a little like, whoa, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like a college kid. I don't have facial hair. And I'm just sitting around looking like the Jets suck. I got no floor to stand on. I've never been live in my life. And I'm sitting there. I was quiet. I had one of our awesome subscribers at the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins event in Buffalo come up to me, and he's like, yo, Richie, your character arc is my favorite thing ever. And I'm like, am I a Game of Thrones character? Like, what does that mean? My character arc. And he's like, nah, bro, like when you first started as an AFC East Roundtable host, you were quiet, you were reserved, you were humble, and now the man you've become is the best story. And I'm like, what have I become? You know what I mean? And like this, whatever. So I thought that was pretty funny because, I've definitely evolved. That's when I first got into this field as a career. And now here we are, 7 years in. So shout out to the chat and that man for telling me I have a good character arc. I guess you can call me Jon Snow.
Delusional.
But, hey, bro, I would categorize myself as not delusional, as hopeful.
Richie thought Justin Fields was going to win MVP this year, y'all. Just FYI.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Lie. Liar. And the cool thing about the event I just brought up is we do have another event that we're doing this year. Yeah. And we have to rebrand the event to a Tank Bowl.
Tank Bowl.
It's the Tank Bowl, bro. Why did we do it? Why did we decide to do this event, TD? But we did. Tickets are on sale now. Come through to the Tank Bowl because, listen, all jokes aside, Jets fans, Dolphins fans, we all can agree on one thing. The Jets and the Dolphins game, week 14, is going to come down to the first overall pick, potentially. And if you want to experience that game in person, listen, there's not going to be a lot to be playing for in this game. We all understand that. But if you want to witness the New York Jets hosting the Miami Dolphins in December, I will be there. TD will be there. Colby will be there. The crew will be there. The tickets are on sale. And Jets fans, I get it. You're like, nah, bro, I don't want to give the Jets or anybody any more money. Just know that you're giving us the money, not the Jets, because we already paid for the tickets. How about that? You know what I mean? So like, you're not doing anything to the Jets. The Jets got all of our money basically off this event. So if you guys want to come through and have a tailgate party, we can be miserable together. I think it'll be a fun opportunity for us to come together, and I really. I love events, man. It's one of my favorite things about Roundtable Sports and what I do. Getting together with the community is awesome. TD, what would you have to say to people knowing that the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins are as bad as they are, to try to incentivize them for a reason to come to this game with us.
Really, it's an opportunity to go just kick back, relax, hang out with the crew, put some faces to name, and let's have some fun, man, because no matter whether our team suck or not, Gotham City tailgate is always lit. All right. Free food, free drinks, all of that stuff that comes with it. So I'm looking forward to the tailgate with Gotham City. The tickets already include the tailgate, so they'll have all the drinks you want, whether it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic. They have food there, all the food that you want pretty much. So go have a good time with us. We're going to be out there hanging out, having a good time. And then we're going to go in and witness a pretty cool game. So I'm using that as a little vacation for like 3 days in New York so I can go see Central Park and all that good stuff, you know.
Yeah, and also you guys are going to get access to the field after the game is over, which is exclusive.
I forgot about that. Yes.
Post-game field access. You guys can actually touch MetLife. Just watch for your ACLs as you walk onto the turf. You get to experience that field. So it's going to be a cold weather tank bowl. So I think it'll be a fun opportunity for Jets fans and Dolphins fans and Patriots fans. It's your bye week that weekend. So say you wanted to come hang out with us during your bye week, feel free. You don't have to worry about missing a Patriots game. It is during your bye week. Your bye is all the way in week 14. So if you guys want to come through and hang out with Colby, will be there, and we'll talk some Patriots. I'm sure it's going to be a fun opportunity. So you guys definitely go get those tickets. They're on sale now, and we'd love to have you guys pulling up for this one, man. Let's freaking do it.
It'll be a good one, man. Holiday season, baby. Nothing like it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the weather.
Together.
It's supposed to be real cold. I want to experience New York in the cool weather.
It's rough. It's rough.
You should make your I would tell the wife to start making reservations now. If she wants to do the whole Broadway and go to really good dinners, and I would get ahead of it now. If you wait until the week before,
you're already on it, Richie. I promise you.
There you go. She knows. She absolutely knows. Tom Brady 12 with a super chat. May first quarterback in Super Bowl era with 90% completion rate, 200 passing yards, 50 rushing yards in a game at 91%, 20-plus completion, beat Brady at 88. Colby in 61, we won 4.
How about that, Tom Brady? May is already breaking records. I mean, not even just that, but Drake May every single week is either beating or joining the conversation with some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And just knowing that there's still so much development to still happen with him, I think that's what's so exciting.
Yeah. Exciting. Tony, I'm back for Misery Monday. Where is Bob? Someone's got to reenact Bob.
Bob is MIA.
Hit the bomb.
I'll have to get a Bob. I'll be back up, Bob. I'll be Rob.
Oh, we got a free agent wide receiver that just hit the market. Ooh. He asked for his release from Tennessee.
Tyler Lockett.
And he granted it. Yep.
Calvin Redley.
No, Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett just asked for his release.
All right. Well, in honor of the Jets and the Dolphins stinking it up, we're going to get 5 AFC East Roundtable because we need more Bob emojis in the chat. So Kendrick Lamar, NFL Refs fan, S27, 187, and Kevin Lee just got free members. Spam the Bob emoji since he's no longer with us because Dan's not here. You can also spam the great quarterback of Justin Fields emojis if you'd like, and the great of Tua Tagovailoa in the chat as well if you're a member. So, and also TD crying if you'd like to do that. So if you are a member of the channel, go right now and spam your favorite emojis in the chat. We love it. Hot take, Trevion Henderson is a less polished Devon A-Chain, but with time he will be better.
I think A-Chain's faster, but I do see the comparisons in terms of playing style. But yeah, I mean, Trevion Henderson right now definitely has a long way to go.
Well, let's back up. Let's back up for a second. We also got to realize that Devon A-Chain is a unpolished version of himself. He's still young. He can get better.
He's going to get traded.
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of trade rumors about Devon A-Chain at the trade deadline. I'm hearing Waddle, too. I mean, again, I said this last week, but if you're in division and you're posting, because I saw Buffalo Bills posting like, oh, my God, Jalen Waddle posted a photo and the Bills logo's in the back. Dog, he got no control over where he's going. He is not getting traded in division. Like, let's calm down.
They're not trading him, man. They're going to listen. I mean, if they lose the next 2 games, they're going to have a fire sale.
Did you just say if?
Richie, what's the next game?
That's up for question?
What's the next game, Richie? You the hater.
We can talk about the Patriots.
You want to talk about the Jets?
No,
Let's
we
talk
got to
about
talk
the
about
Jets.
this Jets. Like, oh my gosh, Richie, I thought y'all almost had a chance for a second there.
Back-to-back week, same story. The only difference this time is the Jets actually made a quarterback change. Oh, boy. That was, back-to-back weeks, the Jets defense. Remember the whole narrative of the Jets defense? Like, how can this defense be that bad? Hey, it's pretty good right now. The Jets defense, I mean, like, I can't even care. It's not even like I'm, like, celebrating. Woohoo, the Jets defense is good again. It's sad, but it's true. The defense is absolutely playing really good football. You're finally seeing Steve Wilks and Aaron Glenn's philosophy being implemented and succeeding and playing winning football. But the offense, dude, like Justin Fields is like the most frustrating quarterback I think I've ever watched play for the New York Jets. The most frustrating because he is taking his incompetence to a new level. And I've never seen a quarterback so reluctant to throw the football in my life. The guy is scared to throw a screen pass. It's a screen pass, a wide receiver screen. He looks to the receiver, and he feels pressure, and he pump fakes. And then he gets sacked. Throw it! I mean, dude, I have never been this frustrated. Like, the difference between Fields and Zach Wilson was Zach Wilson let it rip, but he just sucked at throwing. He just inaccurate. Fields just doesn't throw the ball, dude.
Y'all need Zach back.
Bro, Fields is so reluctant to throw the football. It is beyond frustrating. The Jets' decision to go to Tyrod Taylor was smart, for sure, but unfortunately did not work out. You saw a completely different shift when Tyrod came in the game. He was not afraid to let it rip. Like, that's all I wanted Justin to do. Throw the ball, man. And that's what Tyrod did. He came in there and just was absolutely throwing the football everywhere, resulted in 2 interceptions. But I'd rather have a quarterback that's not afraid to let it rip and throw interceptions than have a guy that has no interceptions because he doesn't throw the football, man. So it's really frustrating because that was a winnable game. Back-to-back weeks, the New York Jets had winnable games. And it's on the offense. Back-to-back weeks, the Jets offense does not score a touchdown. Okay? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We did not have Garrett Wilson in that game. And we had Josh Reynolds lined up as our number 1 receiver going up against J.C. Horn. So a winnable game for the Jets, and they're starving for their first win of the season. Every single week, Aaron Glenn is trying his best to get his first win to quiet the noise, and it's just getting louder and louder externally. There's more fans turning against this new regime every single week, and the hole is keep getting deeper and deeper as time progresses, and it's really frustrating because you can't even celebrate the progress we're seeing from this team because there is some encouraging signs, but they're losing, so it doesn't even matter. Maybe this is just a really good effort of tanking. Who knows? But TD, your thoughts of the Jets' loss against the Panthers? Obviously, they're the worst team in football. I'm not afraid to admit that. Let me know your thoughts.
Well, the Panthers are bad too, even though they beat us. They're just a step above us. But Richie, man, y'all don't have nothing to even look forward to. And you know what's crazy? Like when you look at y'all schedule, right? Like, and I'm not trying to troll you, Richie, but I really don't see a win. I don't. And I don't feel bad for y'all because, I'm happy y'all are trash. But at the same token, man, where do you go from here if you're the Jets? It's like, do you purge the roster? Because technically y'all are still in it. Y'all are going to have to rebuild eventually because y'all paid some guys some money and then you starting to pay the youth. Do y'all feel like it's just a quarterback that fixes everything? Maybe it is. I don't know how y'all think about this, but is it just needing a quarterback or y'all got issues everywhere?
I mean, quarterback is a massive issue, but we were not even confident in our coordinator anymore. We're not confident that Aaron Glenn knows what he's doing yet, of course. And, this roster in terms of wide receivers, the Jets have the worst receivers in football without Garrett Wilson. Like, we got people that would be a wide receiver 4 on any team running routes. So it's deeper than the quarterback for sure. But a good quarterback would help because the Jets proved last year, Aaron Rodgers you can't win with, and I told everybody Rodgers was not the issue last year. The New York Jets is the constant issue. So it's deeper than a quarterback problem. Aaron Glenn is learning on the fly, And I'm like in the minority of, Jets fans that's not ready to give up on Glenn. And the only reason for that is because of this, man. Like, you fire Aaron Glenn, one and done, and then who's coming here? Like, that's going to want this job, number one, who Aaron Glenn wanted it. Aaron Glenn embraced the challenge of changing this organization, and this is a mess that Aaron Glenn inherited that he's trying to figure out a way to solve on the fly, and he's getting buried. Okay, he's fired after year one. Who the heck is coming in here and going to be able to fix this football team? I at least want somebody that is learning on the fly to be the head coach that wants this job and takes on the challenge. That's no guarantee he's going to figure it out, because right now he looks in over his head. He's not proving anybody that he can do anything correct. So there's a lot of issues with the New York Jets, and I also think purging the roster, TD, what you said, is a real possibility. I think Aaron Glenn, what he's going to say to the owners of Woody Johnson and company is, I want to build this team my way. I want to bring in my type of people. And to give Glenn a little bit of credit, which may piss off Jets fans, the little trades the Jets made for Jarvis Brownlee, the Harrison Phillips trade, the Juwan Briggs, the little trades they did, all those players that are fitting in nicely. Like, those are really good, solid players. The players that the Jets brought in with this new regime so far is looking good. The players that they inherited are all trash. So I think that's something else that needs to be brought up. But at the end of the day, it's an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah, that game, man. 6 points, Fields getting benched. Y'all have nothing going for yourself. This is ridiculous at this point. And I know you don't believe in tanking, but I mean, technically it's what you're doing, because at this point, I don't think y'all gonna make moves to try to make the roster better right now. If anything, you should already start trading away some of those guys who have contracts. Obviously not the two new guys, because you're stuck, which you should keep. But some of those older guys, even in the trenches if you have to, but go ahead and move them on to teams that are competing right now that can use a nice player, and get your assets in order, because you're going to have some top picks and you want to have complementary picks to round the roster out. So it's over for y'all, and y'all need to act as such.
Yeah, and I think the trade deadline is fastly approaching, and that's going to be a big test to see what's going to happen. Colby, your thoughts of the Jets game against the Panthers?
Yeah, I mean, I think we do underestimate the Panthers a little bit. I don't think that this is a game that the Jets were going to win, because I do agree with TD. I'm looking at your schedule. I look at how you're playing. How do I believe that you're going to win a game until you show me that you can at least show signs of starting to turn things around? And obviously, this Panthers team, they are on a winning streak. And I think when the Patriots blew them out a couple weeks ago, the narrative was, well, this is a terrible team. They're bottom of the league. They're not good. And then they started to go on this winning streak after. And it's like, no, the Panthers are better than I think people gave them credit for. Benching Justin Fields, like, I tried to say this when you guys originally signed him. I got a lot of pushback for it, and it's what's coming true. In fact, he's actually playing worse than I projected he would. But you benched him for Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor didn't exactly come in and give you good quarterback play either. 10 of 22, 126 yards, 2 interceptions, sacked 3 times, and actually had a worse rating than Justin Fields with a 25.9 overall rating. I'm looking at your schedule, Rich, and I want to say that there's games that you guys should be able to win. That Bengals game, if Joe Burrow's there, that's an easy loss. Joe Flacco isn't certainly a slouch, don't get me wrong, but I think that should be a winnable game. But you guys aren't playing well, and so that's a game that I can't say you guys are in. The Browns have a good defense, but a terrible offense. That's a game that you guys should be in, but you're not playing well. I can't say you will. The Ravens also aren't playing great football. They're not living up to expectations, especially on the defense side of the football. That's a game you should at least be in. I can't rely you're going to do so. Same thing, when it ultimately comes down to the Saints that you guys play towards the end of the season. And so I've been really, really hard on Aaron Glenn, and for understandable reasons. But I want to also look at this glass half full. And I want people to maybe understand things the way that Richie's looking at it from, because I was always taught growing up that you look at things from an outside perspective and you understand both sides. Now, worst starts to a coaching career. Okay, this is just period. Over the last 10 seasons. Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Bengals, in 2019, he started 0-13. Now, not saying he's great, but clearly that is a team that you expect to be in the playoffs. They've gone to a Super Bowl before. Kyle Shanahan in 2017 started 0-9. Brian Flores in 2019 started 0-7. Right now, Aaron Glenn is 0-7. I think that he needs to show promise by the end of the season. I think you guys need to start stringing together momentum. You need to start stringing together hope. If we're going to say that Aaron Glenn is going to turn things around, I think if you guys get to the end of the season and you don't win a single game, it's going to be really, really hard to say, that Aaron Glenn does deserve a shot because you guys played some really bad teams that you should have been in. And if you don't win a single game, the conversation can't be, oh, well, Aaron Glenn didn't have all of the players he wanted. Aaron Glenn didn't have a franchise quarterback. No, because even teams that are in the same position at least get 1 or 2 wins by the end of the season. So me personally, I'm going to remain cautious when it comes to Aaron Glenn, despite how I've talked in the past. But by the end of the season, if you guys don't get a single win, especially against the New Orleans Saints, then yeah, it's going to be hard to keep defending Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, 0-17 is a hole that I don't think anybody can come back from, especially as the head coach of the New York Jets, which has the most passionate and hungry and desperate fans in the world with the Jets fan base, and we care so much. And it's just like we're toxic right now, 100%. I can admit that, bro, and I understand why. I mean, it's an absolute disaster. And, the only thing that we hope for is, all those coaches that you mentioned, Colby, they all had rough starts to their career, of course. And what helped them get turned around was a public backing of the owners, giving them the hope, like, yes, we believe in you, just keep growing, keep growing. And the same thing happened with Dan Campbell. He started 0-11-1 and started 1-7 the next year. And then halfway through that second year, the owners of the Lions publicly and privately backed Dan Campbell and his coaching staff. And after that, that's where the breakthrough happened. I don't know if Woody Johnson's going to stay patient or not, but he's the constant of this entire issue right now. It feels like there is a deeper issue. And from my perspective, this is my latest revelation about the New York Jets. Whoever they hire head coaches is just the next punching bag for everyone to hate on. That's what it feels like. Oh, all right, Aaron Glenn, it's your turn to just be hated on and be ripped to shreds. It was Saleh's turn. It was Adam Gase's once. Todd Bowles. In my experience, Robert Saleh is going to get a head coaching job next year, be a head coach for a playoff team. That's probably what's going to happen, right? And then Justin Fields probably going to go somewhere else and be the next Daniel Jones. It's probably how it's going to work, right? You see what Aaron Rodgers is doing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, that's just what the Jets' experience is. The Jets are literally a graveyard for a coach and a quarterback. Look at Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, we should have never got rid of Todd. Todd Bowles is a great coach. What was he with the Jets? So I can keep going, but it's definitely a wake-up call for me. I knew all this, but it's just a rather of acceptance, and that's the stage that I'm at. So sell the damn team, Woody.
Down bad,
what are we doing?
You're down bad.
Why does Woody want to keep the team, man? Is the money that good, bro? $5 billion of cash doesn't seem enticing, Woody?
He's a secret Patriots fan, so he's just trying to keep y'all down.
Like a
That probably makes more sense.
$5-6 Like, what's the incentive of keeping it? You know what it is? It's for his family to be inherited.
Well, hopefully they'll be better than he is. That's the best you got right now.
Jameis Winston is your only hope. Yep. All right, that's our savior. Jameis Winston is going to save this team, bro. And now you got me watching Indiana games on the weekends, watching Fernando Mendoza slinging the rock on October 20th. That's what I'm doing, watching Fernando Mendoza highlights and his tape in October.
You like him?
I do.
Richie loves it.
I actually do, man. He looks like a real NFL quarterback. But hey, I'm early in the process. I'm not going to jump the gun yet. Like, for example, that Alabama kid, what is his name? Ty Simpson? Is that his name?
I don't want to hear nothing about nobody from Alabama.
Bro, he gives me Zach Wilson vibes, bro. He had that pro day throw. He's doing all these flashy things. I don't want no flash. Give me a quarterback that could throw from the pocket and make big time throws. That's what I want, man.
Did you like Drew Aller before he got injured?
No, I did not like Drew Aller.
Oh, interesting.
I did not want Drew Aller when he.
Don't gotta worry about it now.
The guys that I wanted in these previous years that I'm on record was Bo Nix and Jackson Dart. Those are my two guys in the last two drafts, and they just faced off against each other and had an absolute thriller.
That was absurd, bro. What the heck?
Game that was, man.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm early in my draft process. I'm not saying I don't want Ty Simpson. I don't want I haven't really done a deep dive on any of these quarterbacks yet. I'm just in the preliminary stages of getting myself prepared. I just can't go deep into it now, man.
Yeah, you can.
I can't. I actually can't. I should as a creator for the Jets. That's where
you can.
But I mentally can't. You know what I mean? I can't.
Wow.
Because the Knicks are starting. That's what I'd rather put my attention on in the freaking draft.
God. Richie, that's gonna be even worse.
They're the favorites to come out of the East. What's
Yeah,
wrong
of
with that?
course they are. Okay.
They've never been the favorites in my life to come out of the East.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Of course they are. You make it seem like they're always the favorites. They're never the favorites, bro.
Yeah, word on the street, Tatum will be back this season.
Tom Thibodeau was out there in Celtics practice.
They shouldn't rush him back though, man. They shouldn't rush him back.
Word on the street, he gonna be back and it's over.
Richie liked Carson Beck, just FYI. What?
You know who had Carson Beck?
I've never said that. I think you're. Where is this? I've never said anything about Carson Beck.
I wonder if he's thinking of Dosa Dion, because Dosa Dion had him as like his number one quarterback going into last year's draft. And then
I think you got me confused, Red Hood, with somebody else. I've never said anything about Carson Beck.
I'd be thinking Dose.
If you watch Draftaholics with Colby, that's maybe where you think. I don't know. I'm curious where Red Hood is getting this from. Honestly, because I've never said anything about Carson Beck, good or bad. Like, I don't think I've ever had an opinion on him, actually. But all I do know, he's trash right now in Miami, right?
You don't want him?
Fernando Mendoza grew up a Dolphins fan. He's the chosen one. We must out-tank the Jets. Well, Roberto, hey, he's about to be a Jet.
Yeah, I got to do my homework on Mendoza, man.
Yeah, he is a South Florida kid, grew up a Dolphins fan. Like, Mendoza's impressive, I'm not going to lie. Mendoza's impressive, but he lacks that like ceiling of like greatness to me, you know?
So higher floor, lower ceiling.
Yeah, like that's the kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like a Kirk Cousins, but with more athleticism. Like just that pocket passer that can make big time throws with rhythm, anticipation, but won't be able to escape and like extend plays and like.
He not an extender?
Well, he can. I mean, he can extend plays, but not at the level of like what today's NFL elite quarterbacks are, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's got that pocket awareness, bro. He can he looks like I don't know. He's an interesting. It's like a Kirk Cousins mixed with someone with more athleticism because he's not a statue like Kirk. He can move, but he's a big body. Well, we'll see. We'll see what he can do. Who knows? He can bomb out. Dante Moore from Oregon is another quarterback to watch for as well. But, all right, let's get into the next segment, which is going to be the New England Patriots blowing out the Tennessee Titans.
Second blowout of the season. You guys like that? Second blowout of the season.
Second blowout of the season. And, bro, I see this. Have you seen this graphic that's going viral for the Patriots?
Which one?
About, like, the stairs and the schedule that you guys have?
I don't think so. I've seen a lot of graphics. I don't think I've seen that one, though.
Drake May better than Brady.
I got to find it because I did not realize this. And, listen, this is no knock, but I just hope that all I ask is that TD gives the Patriots the same energy that he gives the Bills all these times. That's all I'm saying. Because this is a graphic. I'll save it. But I'll save it. Colby, you take it away. What did you see from this Ritz game?
Well, I'm excited to see the graphic, but the first thing that I do want to say is because, I've had salty Bills fans coming in my comments and taking personal shots and this, that, and the third. And, oh, my gosh, you blew out the Panthers. You blew out the Titans. Beat a good team. Let's also remember the New England Patriots are the only team in the AFC East that has actually beat a good team. And that was the Buffalo Bills. Other than that, the Bills haven't beat anybody good. The Dolphins haven't beat anybody good. The Jets haven't been anybody good. That's just a fact. And at the end of the day, do the Patriots have an easier schedule? Yes, but that is not their fault. They're not asking to play the easiest teams in the National Football League. They've had the hardest schedule in the NFL over the last 2 seasons. And now, finally, they are given one of the easier schedules in the NFL. It's not the easiest schedule in the NFL according to the NFL strength of the schedule. So let's calm down before we say this is historically easy and the Patriots have a cakewalk and it's the easiest schedule in the NFL, because all these things are things that are not true. And at the end of the day, people forget that this is not an established team. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs 3 years into Patrick Mahomes. This is not the New England Patriots 10 years into Tom Brady. This is a brand new team, but everybody wants to forget about that to try to find a way to diminish the success that this team is having just 7 games into a new regime. Over 50% of the roster turned this offseason. A brand new head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, brand new positional coaches. Your quarterback's in a brand new system. These are all things that we have to remember when talking about the New England Patriots' dominance so far to start this season. When realistically speaking, at the end of the day, win is a win and a loss is a loss, and I'll take that and move forward. But even looking from hindsight, the Patriots don't turn the ball over 5 times and shoot themselves in the foot against the Steelers. This team realistically has only lost 1 game that they should have lost. And even though they are they're beating good teams, or bad teams rather, the New England Patriots are banging down on these bad teams because that's what good teams do. Good teams take advantage of bad football. Good teams will beat down on the bad teams. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that is step 1 before you go on and you start beating good teams. So let's just remember that when talking about the Patriots. Look, big thing for this is that Drake May just continues to get better and better and better. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I keep coming here every single week and telling you that. I'm sure you're getting sick and nauseous of hearing about it. Honestly, I'm at a point where personally, that's the expectation. I mean, do we talk about how every single week Patrick Mahomes is great? Do we talk about, other than Bills fans, about how Josh Allen is great or how Tom Brady in his career was great? No, because it got to a point where that was the expectation. And that's what it's becoming for Drake May, that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's played at an MVP level right now. He's an elite quarterback. I tried to tell you guys he was top 5 weeks ago, and you guys laughed in my face. Look, haha, I tried to tell you I was ahead of the curve. But now it's becoming the expectation for him playing as well as he is. He set a franchise record for the New England Patriots with a 91.3 completion percentage, and more specifically, a 95.5 completion percentage when you take out the throwaways, when you take out drop passes from receivers. An absolute absurd mark for him. He hasn't turned the football over in weeks, which was the biggest question for him. Just under 300 all-purpose yards. You're seeing the ability of Drake May. I mean, 21 of 23, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, 135.9 rating. That's like, I don't even know what it is at this point, 5 or 6 straight games of 100+ passer rating. But you're also seeing him getting it done on the ground. 8 attempts, 62 yards, 7.8 yards per carry. Was really, really good to see to get to see the running game also finally get going. And that's the other impressive thing about this Patriots team, right? Is that they are one of the worst run attacks offensively in the National Football League. You know how the Patriots will beat you. They're one-dimensional. They're going to beat you through the air. They don't have a run game to rely on. It's hard to set up the RPO game when you can't run the football. But the Patriots have somehow found a way to still do it through the air while not having a running game. This game, it finally came out. Ramondre Stevenson, 18 attempts, 88 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, long carry of 16 yards. Still a long way to go. And even with those numbers, the Patriots don't become a top 10 rushing offense in the NFL. But if we can get that every single week, that'll significantly help this passing offense open up even more. I mean, Kayshon Boutte with another great game. 2 targets, 2 receptions, 55 yards and a touchdown, averaging 27.5 yards per reception. Long catch, which was the touchdown of 39 yards. Stephon Diggs being exactly what we expected. You're not going to get a whole lot of splash plays down the field, but he's going to be a chain mover, short to intermediate. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 69 yards. This offense is coming together. They're a top 10 offense in the NFL according to several metrics, more specifically a top 10 passing offense, and it's really a testament to Drake May. It is a testament to Josh McDaniels. Defensively, I think that's where I'm more concerned, and that's where my frustrations have come out. You are going up against, yes, an interim head coach, but you were also going up against rookies. Cam Ward, a rookie. DK, their receiver, a rookie. Gunnar Helm, the tight end, a rookie. Alec Aomanor, a rookie wide receiver. And it felt like those guys were making plays against a secondary that is getting a lot of money, that is full of veterans, and those guys absolutely need to step up. And any Patriots fan will tell you the same thing. The Patriots were able to take advantage of Cam Ward in the second half. Titans only put up 13 total points, 0 of which came into the second half. But early on in this game, it felt like this might be a shootout. This might be a closer game than we're thinking. And then the defense settled down. It's good that as the game goes on, they get better. They lock down. They force turnovers. They have not a sack, 5 sacks, an interception, and a defensive touchdown in this game. But you have to learn to start off quicker. I mean, again, looking at these rookies, DK goes 4 targets, 4 receptions, 70 yards. The rookie Gunnar Helm goes 5 targets, 4 receptions, 36 yards. And A.O. Manor, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 29 yards. You have to play better because when you play Baker Mayfield and you play that Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver core, you are going to have to play dominant. And right now, that's the biggest weakness of this team that no Patriots fan expected. Right now, it just feels like what is keeping this team afloat is Drake May and the passing offense, which, again, I just think we're scratching the surface for what this team can really be.
All right.
Well, Kobe, Congratulations, man. You've waited it out, and y'all have arrived. Y'all are a legitimate contending team.
Number 2 in the
And
AFC, by the way.
wow, and
Set
here's
for the
the
second
deal.
seed.
Here's the deal. You're getting better. Every week you get better. You found your run game. Will they start that consistently? Patriots getting better, man. I don't know what to say, but they're a legitimate team. And Mike Vrabel, this is what I feared, and this is what I knew with Mike Vrabel was going to happen. He was going to have that defense playing great football, and he is going to be able to get a staff that can move that offense. And Drake May is everything. Drake May is ripping it right now. MVP candidate for sure. And the team around him is playing well as well. And that's the key here. And I think that they're actually improving and getting better and better. So the Patriots, man, congratulations to all Patriots fans. Y'all, I don't see any looking back. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to be up there for years to come as long as Drake May playing like this. And I just hope that we can get a quarterback that can compete and knock y'all off, because I don't know about these other two teams.
Well, we'll get there before you, which is really refreshing.
That's real cap.
We're ahead of you. Well, the Jets season that we're enduring right now is where you're going to be next year, by the way. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, the reality is the Patriots, let's just keep it a buck. They won a game against one of the worst teams in the league, and Drake May is looking fantastic, and they're winning in dominant ways. Good teams take care of business against bad teams, and that's the reality. So the New England Patriots have solidified themselves as a good football team. But you can call me a hater all you want. I'm not yet going to call them a great team or a contender yet. Yes, they're the second seed in the AFC, and it's not the Patriots' fault that the schedule is easy. But, yeah, they beat the Bills, and that was a big-time win for them. That showed me a lot. But I got to see it against a real, true test. Like, I want to see what they look like on the road against, a real football team again, just like they did. Yeah, you got, when is that game, the Bucs?
Tampa Bay is the week after the Falcons, so it's a couple weeks away.
Yeah, like, that game is going to be big time. And, because I just want to be consistent, especially with TD. Like, and I know you're going to say, well, it's different because the Patriots are new and everything. But all TD said last year was, you ain't beat nobody, to Dan about the Bills. That's what he says all the time. And if you look at the graphic that's going viral, it's basically everything that Colby already said. It's just basically a funny little thing about the Patriots' schedule that they have ahead. Remaining, yes. So the Titans, they got care of that. And I just want to make this clear. If the Patriots beat every single team on their schedule right here, they're going to win 11 games. So that's 11 wins against all losing teams. So the big question is, and that's going to get them into the playoffs, that could win the division. The question is, how do they look against the good teams and, of course, in the playoffs? Now, the thing you got to add about the New England Patriots, of course, is this. This is a year number 1 of this brand new regime. This is a first-time head coach, not first time ever, but first time with the Patriots with a brand new quarterback. So they are absolutely ascending. They are proving to be a rising franchise, and they deserve all the credit in the world. They deserve to be praised right now. They are a great story for the NFL. Drake May is absolutely lighting it up, and they're doing everything they possibly can. And I personally don't think, and the reason why I bring up that graphic and I bring this up is I just want to make sure we're consistent here, because TD always clowned the Bills when all they did is beat up on bad teams. But I even said when the Bills did it, and I said it back then, I'll say the same thing with the Patriots, you can only beat who's on your schedule, and you should not, discredit everything that the Bills did in those games, just like you should not discredit what the Patriots are doing right now. They blew the doors off the Carolina Panthers. They killed the Tennessee Titans. They had a pesky win against the Saints. They had the big win that really put the Patriots on the map was primetime football on the road against the Buffalo Bills. So now the New England Patriots are proven to be a good football team, and they have a chance to keep getting better and better as the season goes on. And Drake May is ascending as a top young quarterback throughout the National Football League. And I think that it's a crazy situation when you look at the status of the AFC East. The Jets are an absolute disaster. We all know that. The Miami Dolphins, don't even get me started. I don't even know what word to use with that. But when it comes to the Bills, they are on the verge of, I don't want to use the word collapsing because it's just 2 games, but you're seeing a little bit of vulnerability. You're seeing some vulnerability with the Bills. So you have the Bills that was up here showing some cracks in their armor, and you got the Patriots down here now rising. Like the Patriots are rising while the Bills are up here, and I think the Patriots have now leveled it out, and they may surpass the Buffalo Bills. And if that happens, if the New England Patriots win the AFC East Division, that is going to flip this entire dynamic of this show upside down, and I'm here for it.
I mean,
Richie, can you re-show the graphic real quick?
Yeah.
They're going to win it. And
All I want to say is that either a Bills fan or a Jets fan made this, okay? Because you don't see the Bills on there twice. You don't see the Falcons. You don't see the Buccaneers.
No, I think
exactly.
the point of the graphic are these are the bad teams that you have on your schedule remaining. I think that's.
Oh, yeah.
They
We'll
put all the bad teams.
It's definitely an easier schedule. But there's also a lot of football
when they play Baltimore, that'll be with Lamar when they play Baltimore. Highly likely.
Who knows? He's not even healthy yet.
What's going to happen at the trade deadline, right? That's another thing that you have to remember. Teams can still improve. Richie, I want to put this on the record real quick. That's the last thing I want to say about this game. I want to put this on the record because I say the same thing to Patriots fans on my channel is that everybody's getting hype, and I'm like, guys, after we get to 8 or 9 wins, we're playing with house money. Okay, because I don't think that you can say these are my expectations for the team going into the season, but then they start to perform better than your expectations. And so you switch up the expectations and then they don't meet those second expectations. And now you hate on the team for not being as good as you thought. No, heading into this year, given everything that's new about the team that I listed earlier, I said, if you get to 8 or 9 wins, you double the win total over the last 2 seasons. You prove that you're getting hotter as the season goes on and that you're building to something. That's a successful season. And I stand by that. If we get to 8 or 9 wins, anything more than that, any more wins, going to the playoffs, a playoff win, a potential Super Bowl run, any of that is house money. I'm not expecting this team to go to the playoffs. I stand by that. I'm not expecting them to win a playoff game. I stand by that. If this team does go to the playoffs and they lose first round, I don't want to hear anything because I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm down about this team and they shot themselves in the foot and this team sucks. What are we doing? We're the new Dolphins. No, that was not the narrative for this team going into 2025. They're already well ahead of schedule. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah, baby. And another thing we got to point out is that we got some real energy in the chat right now. It's Logan against the world in the chat right now.
Dude, Logan went on my channel and was like making personal attacks yesterday. So Logan, come on to the show, man, and talk one-on-one like a real man. All right, buddy?
He won't do that. Oh, no, he definitely.
Like a real man. Become a member. And he's a Bills fan. He's coping, just like we've been seeing for weeks. The cope from these Bills fans is real. And it's not all Bills fans, but it's the ones in high school, let's be honest.
Come on, Logan. Come on, man. Talk to Colby. Why don't you do it? We want to hear from you, my friend. You know what he said in the chat, which made me chuckle? The Bills lead this division, and he's holding on to the past. Well, in this current moment, the New England Patriots are on top of this division. And the Buffalo Bills had 5 years straight of winning this division. What did they do with that? Now, listen, first of all, the Patriots did not win the division this season. They still got a lot of football left. The Bills can very easily win this division.
100%.
Hey, man, the Jets can win out.
That's true, too, Rich.
We see crazy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You see crazier things, man. You see the defense.
Nah,
TV.
we ain't seen nothing that crazy. Stop.
Hey, bro, that's all I'm saying, man. But hey, man, this is all I'm saying is I like seeing the energy in the chat. I like seeing the rivalries come together and all that. That's all I'm saying. It's good for the channel. It's good for everybody. All right.
It's just funny when it's delusional.
Yeah, bro. But that's what the roundtable's about. We're all delusional.
We're all a little delusional, man.
Parks is up. What up, Parks, man?
Talk to him, Parks.
What up, fellas?
This is my backup right here.
Let me put you in your place real quick, Logan. You Bills fans. Bills fans, you don't lead this division in nothing. Not division titles, not Super Bowls, not playoff wins, no nothing. Bills fans, you have a losing playoff record all time. You have a losing Bills fans. You're not on the Patriots level. The Patriots are still the unks, the big brothers of this division. Don't get it twisted. Now, I have a question, Richie. Do you consider the Chicago Bears a playoff team? I mean, a contender?
No.
Do you consider Caleb Williams good?
Caleb Williams, do I consider him good? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You say he's good?
A good football team.
What has he done?
What has he done?
Yes, because the narrative that I get with most people, they say that Drake May hasn't done nothing. What has Caleb Williams done?
But what is? I don't understand your point. Like,
Just answer the question. What has he done? Has he made it? Had the Bears made the playoffs since Caleb Williams been there?
No, this is his second year, so no.
Okay, they say Drake May hasn't done nothing. What has Caleb Williams done?
He's done the same as Drake May, pretty much. Nothing.
That's my point exactly. Drake May is ahead of the curve. That's what Patriots fans wanted. We thought this was going to be next year. He's ahead of the curve this year. Yep. He's the best looking second-year quarterback that's this year. That's just what it is. Richie, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I have talked to Bills fans. I have talked to Dolphins fans. They are looking with their eyes and seeing a quarterback take a second-year leap. They recognize that. Richie, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
Parks, I just want to ask you before you go, like, what did I say? Like, what is your point you're trying to make? I'm still confused about.
Because my thing is this, Richie. You can sit here and hate.
You disagree with?
You can sit here and hate all you want, Richie.
Now, define my hate. Like, please, how did I hate? What did I say that's hateful? I would love to know.
Saying that the Patriots aren't contenders?
Contenders for the Super Bowl?
No. This division.
No, they're contenders for the division.
Okay. Are the Broncos a contender for the Super Bowl?
No.
Name me five teams in this. Name me 5 teams in this conference in the AFC that's contenders for the Super Bowl, Richard.
Well, the AFC is an abomination.
No. Name 5 teams in the AFC that's contenders for the Super Bowl that you can see going to the Super Bowl and winning.
The Chiefs,
legitimate.
The Chiefs, the Bills, the Steelers.
No.
Bills.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
Dude, the Steelers are going to collapse. They do it every year.
And
the Steelers collapse every year.
And the Patriots couldn't beat them.
Okay, name two more.
Colts. And
go ahead.
I'll even say the Ravens with Lamar healthy, going on a run.
Goodbye, y'all. I'm gone.
Yeah, listen.
No, not the Ravens, man. The Ravens. Do you not see the Ravens? Their defense is horrible.
Yeah, well, Lamar, you never know. Lamar Jackson coming back, stay healthy. Hey,
their defense is horrible.
Hey, don't sleep on the Bengals too now with Joe Burrow.
What you mean the Bengals? Joe Burrow isn't coming back till Christmas.
Come on,
man.
By the time he comes back, the season will be over.
I mean, what do you want me to do, Parks? You want me to come on here on the roundtable and say I think the Patriots are Super Bowl contenders?
No, I'm not saying they're Super Bowl contenders.
So you're telling me I'm a hater for saying that they're not a Super Bowl contender?
I'm not saying that, Richie. See, you're trying to spin this narrative.
No. You're trying to make a narrative I'm a Patriots hater. Tell me what I said that makes you feel like I'm hating on the Patriots.
This division is going to come down between the Bills and the Patriots. And you know that the Patriots can easily beat the Bills, man. You know this. Okay, Richie.
So one last thing, Parks.
So my question.
What did I say that was hateful against the Patriots?
Okay, my question is this, Richie. Just answer me this, Richie. If you know that the Patriots can beat the Bills, right?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me the Patriots can't beat nobody else, but you just said the Bills were Super Bowl contenders?
I haven't seen the Patriots in a big game yet. So I'm not going to put them in the contender category.
Richie just seen them in the Bills game.
Yeah, in a regular season game against a division rival. I gave them all the credit in the world for that game.
Okay, you haven't seen the Colts in a big game.
What do you mean? No, the Colts are beating really good teams now.
Richie, in the regular season?
Yeah. What are the Patriots
you haven't seen them in a big game.
All right. You want to go down this path? What have the Patriots done?
They haven't done nothing.
So besides beat the Bills, what have they done to make me feel like they are a contender? Please.
What have the Colts did?
The Colts are actually playing good teams and beating them.
Richie.
And playing good against them.
Richie, we can't.
The Colts are a complete football team right now. They're a wagon.
Richie, how many teams have we seen that was a wagon in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're not?
Yeah, and
the person that you hype up the most, Sam Darnold. The person that you hype up the most. The person that you hype up the most, Sam Darnold. Wasn't the Vikings a wagon last year in the regular season? And what happened? They got beat in the first round.
And are you setting up the Patriots to be that same version, wagon in the regular season to get bounced in the first round?
No.
How do we know
I don't want to do that. But this is what Kobe said it, Richie. This is our thing. If we make it to the playoffs, this was a successful season for us because we was expecting 8, 9, 10 games. If we win over there and we make the playoffs, let's just say the Patriots win 11, 12 games, Richie. Every Patriot fan will look at that like that's a success.
I just think you're trying to pick a fight with me and trying to like twist my
No,
words.
you stop hating. Stop hating,
how
Richie.
did I? Okay, I'll say it. I'll ask you one more time, Parks. What did I say before on this show?
Richie, you
that was
study
hateful
hating on
against the
Drake May
Patriots?
saying Drake. Richie, you are the most hating person
I'm still
of Drake May that we have heard.
I gave him the credit, bro. I literally.
And you
said
talking
all
about
the good
TD
things.
glazing. Hey, TD, I'm saying you saying TD glazing because TD is looking at a year two jump in his face. Richie, you not
So
seeing
am I.
this?
I gave him the credit and I said all the good things, but that's hating because I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm still like, what did I say? That's totally hateful to the Patriots. I'm still missing it.
Richie, you've been hating the whole off season. Stop it, Richie. Stop
Yeah,
it.
in the
Stop it.
offseason when
Stop
there was
it,
no
Richie.
football being played.
I
There's
understand
football
you're in the
played now.
basement. You don't understand.
There's
I
football
understand,
being
Richie.
played now, so I'm giving the flowers and the credit. But I guess you want more credit? Is that what you want?
No, we don't need your credit because you're in the basement now. We don't need your credit.
Okay, so I guess. So what do you?
No,
I feel like
we
I'm
don't need your
talking
credit, Richie.
I feel like
Richie,
this
my thing
conversation's
is
going in
this. My
circles.
thing is this, Richie. Like I say, we understand. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. I understand that you don't want to see what Drake May is doing. You don't want him to turn into a good quarterback. You don't. That's what you don't want to see.
I mean, no Jets,
Because you know
Bills, or
you're in a
Dolphins
torture
fans should
chamber
want
if you do that. Because you know you're in a torture chamber if you do that. Because you have Justin Fields. I understand. I tried to tell you about Justin Fields. Justin Fields, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to go, fellas. Justin Fields is going to get Aaron Glenn fired, and Tua is going to get Mike McDaniels fired.
Hey, Tua better
we'll
than
see.
me, though.
I mean, I'll say this to Parks too.
Crazy work.
Like Colby, would you want the Dolphins to draft a quarterback this year and him becoming elite?
Would I
Patriots
want it?
fan?
Of course not. Of course I don't want it.
Yeah. Would you want the Jets to draft a quarterback and finally hit one and he becomes a great quarterback?
Never happened.
Of course not.
So like, why would me as a Jets fan want? Like, why would any rival fan like? That's my point. Like, Parks make it seem like I'm a bad guy for not wanting Drake. Like, you know what I mean? And
Well,
Colby,
I think
I think
they're a bit of different questions because I wouldn't want you guys to be successful. I wouldn't want you to hit on the quarterback. But if you did, I would still sit here and say, yeah, you know what, you guys found your guy. He's balling out. I definitely give him the credit for sure if you really did hit on one.
So let me ask you, Colby, what did I say on this show that was hateful to the Patriots that you would like push back on? Did I say anything that you would define as Patriots hate that you'd like to push back on?
I think that you've been very, very cautious with the Patriots. I think you're very much waiting to see until they prove something. I think you're not sitting here seeing at what they're doing and saying, yeah, this team is doing really well and you can see where they're going and Drake May's playing as a top 5 quarterback. Now, you did laugh when I said Drake May was a top 5 quarterback. You did think that was funny, even though that was true. But I don't think you're out here singing the praises of the team the way that they deserve. But I also understand that you're an in-division team, so you're not going to sit here and necessarily sing praises to them when you kind of
now let me just give you my quick perspective of this whole thing, right? I think no matter what I say now, I'm still going to be painted as a hater because I think I'm approaching this as from a non-hater lens, but Parks wants to come on here and wants to fight me as a hater. I think like you want me to be a hater, but I'm genuinely not right now. I'm giving the credit, and even the credit I'm giving isn't enough. So I guess there's no.
Here's what it is.
You want me to glaze like TD? I don't know. That ain't me.
I'm not glazing. Why do y'all keep saying that? I'm not glazing Drake May. I'm respecting the fact that the kid is the best quarterback in the division. That's all. That's the only
He is the best
thing I'm
quarterback
doing.
in the division this season.
Period.
This season, he is, yeah.
Period. Period.
What does
This
period
season,
mean?
everything. He's the best quarterback in this division, okay?
This season.
Right now. Okay, that's fine. This season, all right?
Yeah, he
Culmination
is.
of the last 2 seasons. How about that?
And he is playing like a top 5 quarterback in the NFL so far.
But
And I said all these things, but I'm still like, people are going to call him Richie, you hate him.
Here's what it is. Here's what it is, Richie. This is what Patriots fans, I think, they kind of like look at you like, Here's why. Because when we all saw the signs, you totally dismissed them. You're like, I ain't did nothing. What are y'all talking about?
Well,
even with the signs, and now that the signs have been put away and the show is out in front of everybody, and he's actually doing it, what they really want is to hear you say, you know what, I was wrong about Drake May. You know, I didn't want to give him his props early on, but he is definitely one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now.
From my lens, I guess this is where we're not aligned here, is I didn't say buy into the hype just because I wanted to wait, and I said this multiple times, until football starts to be played. I'm a wait and see type of guy with it. And now I'm seeing and I'm giving the flowers. You see what I mean? So how was I wrong?
Are they flowers? Or
But
are
like
they,
how?
you
But
know,
like my question is, how was I wrong? I didn't say Drake May is going to suck. I didn't say
you
that the
said he
Patriots are
sucked.
going to be
You-
bad and they're
no,
going to be
no. Last year you said he sucked. Last year
in
you
the
said he
off season
wasn't
heading
good.
into the season. I didn't say he's going to be trash and all these things. I just said I'm going to wait and see, and I'm not going to predict it like you did. And congrats for you. You predicted it correctly.
Last
That's all.
year, I was hating on Drake May, and I was telling them I was laughing in Kobe face on these shows.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
were.
Last year, I was laughing in his face, and Richie, you were joining along with me because it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
The
I mean,
Patriots were that
rookie mistakes.
But I think that what they want to hear is, you know what, I was wrong. I saw this early on. They know you saw it early on. Signs.
Yeah, I said he's
Never
playing like a good quarterback right now.
Good.
Now-
That's it. Just good.
Yes, he's playing like a good quarterback.
You're not playing elite.
See, but TD, the scale is the scale. You always say he didn't play nobody. Who has he played that make me feel like I
The
should put him in the
Buffalo
great?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, now the Bills are great in your eyes to fit your narrative. See
no.
what you do?
You got
The Bills are great. The Bills have a good defense.
They were at the top, Richie.
No, I gave him that credit, but like, all right, it's one game.
Yeah,
won-
but
he won that game.
It's a double whammy. Not only did you play the Bills,
Yeah,
for the
I'm not
Bills,
discrediting it. He looked
division
great
too.
in the game. He had a big throw, second half, Stephon Diggs, comeback game, what so have you. But yeah, he's playing good football. If he continues this trajectory, he's going to be in the elite category with the top dogs.
He's playing elite football.
Yes, he's playing elite football against
All
the
right.
teams that he's going up against.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
true.
man. In a
Is that all you
perfect
want?
world, in a perfect world for me, Bills don't win a division. Matter of fact, they don't even make the playoffs, and the Patriots get bounced in the first round.
And also, let me
That's
just
perfect world for me.
True. And let me just say this real quick before we get to the next caller. If you're a Patriots fan, you should be ecstatic right now. You should be feeling like you're on top of the world. 100%. You have every reason to feel like Drake May is an MVP right now. You have every reason to feel like he's playing like the best quarterback in the entire National Football League. Because I bet you this, if I was a Patriots fan, I'd be feeling those same types of ways. So you should feel those ways. I don't think any Patriots fan should not be feeling like you have something special brewing. There's a new era of Patriots football. Like, you guys as a Patriots fan base should embrace that 110%. I don't think you're delusional for thinking Drake May is elite. I don't think you're delusional in thinking the Patriots are becoming something great because they're showing you all the signs. And I think that's the reality of the New England Patriots. So let's get into some Patreon callers. We got Isaiah in the house. What up, Isaiah?
What up? You can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully my mic's not too loud. Sorry.
All good, man.
So I have two things I want to say. One, get the main point out of the way I want to talk about first. I honestly don't see the Patriots trading for A.J. Brown at the deadline like a lot of the media has been saying. There's only one way I could see the Patriots making a trade, and that's for Travion Henderson from the Bengals.
Trey Hendrickson. Got you.
Yep. Because we can give up a second round for him because he originally was drafted third overall when he got drafted. So he would be high compensation for him. Also, the second thing I want to add is, I know I'm sorry, Richie, but the one thing, like win or lose, the one thing I like about being a Pats fan is anytime the Jets lose, I could go watch the New York Jokes and just laugh at their reactions.
Yeah, that's a great
Do you know
channel.
that channel?
Of course I do.
That just brightens my day.
Well, thank you, Isaiah, for the call. New York Jokes, if you haven't watched them, it's these two Jets fans that embody what it means to be a Jets fan, and they record them watching the whole game, and it's just them just hating their lives the whole time, just getting so pissed off, and they're just, New Jersey, like New York, like it's must see. It's great. It's funny. And I'm noticing that the Jets fans being miserable is becoming a viral sensation. And unfortunately, I'm one of them. I don't like it, but I am. Lino's up next.
Oh, don't worry, Richie. The Dolphins' misery is the same way too right now. Those bums. But Richie,
I'd
man, you
argue
got
worse, bro.
You gotta stop hating on Drake May, man. Stop it, man.
Oh my god.
I'm joking.
Richie was about to start screaming for a second.
I'm
I
like,
saw his heart drop for a second. That
I know.
Oh,
I
that
seen
was
it.
was good.
But you know what I mean? I understand what the Patriots fans are saying, but it is so weird to hear TD defend that when this dude is the king of doing the same thing with the. But you know, I guess TD must have turned a new leaf because he's glazing
See,
the Patriots.
Lino, can you
super
actually
hard.
expand on that, man? Because you know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know
about.
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about 100%. It's just hard to get into TD's ear because that wax in there, it's built up over the years of hate on the Bills, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to get through, you know what I'm saying? So, but seeing them lose to the Browns, oh my Lord, man, life is good. You bums. You was
Part of the
talking all this mess in the offseason, this and that about the Dolphins. Get geared up for them boys to be trading everybody. Who else? Who's all on the block, TD? Who's all on?
You know,
Who's all on the
we might, we might still win more games than Buffalo.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop the sanity. See, this is
Buffalo.
this is where you lose the credibility.
You better slow down talking like that because last I checked, y'all starting to lose. Y'all starting to lose.
Hey, you know what's funny? That you said that. I listened to what Dan said like a week ago. He said he actually kind of predicted a little bit. He said this is around the season where they do kind of mess up in the season, and he's kind of right. But we've been down and out before like this before. I'm not 100% worried. Now, if we start losing like like how y'all be losing, then I'll be worried. You know what I mean? I'll be worried about the future. Your future is so messed up, man. I don't know where y'all gonna go from there. You know what I mean? So,
Oof. Thanks for the call, Lino. What do you got to say about that, TD?
Lino delusional as always. Listen, I am being fair around the table. I treat the Bills the same way that I've been treating the Patriots.
No, you don't. Let me stop
The
you right there.
reason-
You absolutely do not. You
No,
have an angle
I
against
do.
the Bills. You
I
have such
do.
a deep
How are you-
angle against the Bills, bro.
Oh, I can't stand the Bills. I can't stand the Patriots either. But right now, I'm just
You say that with a
recognizing.
smirk on your
I'm recognizing how great they've been, and Buffalo's going right back in the toilet. I'm telling you, they finna start racking up losses. I promise you, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna look up, the Jets and Dolphins might catch them. Then we're gonna be really talking about who at the bottom. But yeah, the Patriots gonna run away with it, man. And I just recognize that early. I don't need to, down them for what I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna win a division. Buffalo might actually win 8 games. And
So
I don't know if
now you're going to put yourself on record, CD. The Buffalo Bills missed the playoffs.
Okay, right now, I'm going to put myself on record. The Patriots win a division. That's number 1. Buffalo, I'm going to give you 9 wins. I don't know if that gets you in. It might be 7
That won't
seed,
get you in.
but I don't know if it'll get you in. But you will win 9 games, and that's it. That is it. Y'all about to face some losses, and y'all about to get nervous.
That's a crazy bold prediction that we will keep on record. We got a super chat from Cade. We got to get to $20. Drake May is on pace for 4,200 passing yards, 116 rating, 29 passing TDs, 6 picks, 5 rushing yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns. MVP. 5.
I mean, he's in the MVP conversation. He's top 3. He's ahead of Josh Allen, which isn't like hating. I'm actually a fan of Josh Allen, but it's just a fact. He's ahead of him.
As a Pats fan, this mother effer delusional.
Who's
Who
talking?
is Cade?
I think we got to it a little bit late. It could have been literally any of us at this point.
Who are you talking to? Delusion? Me? Or is it Logan who's taking in a super chat? I've been
That's
here since the
delusion.
inception of this channel. Miss Tyson, Pats fans are acting out. I will have to start calling in.
No.
Love.
If Tyson was here, he'd be ripping your ass apart in the comment section. Logan, you are so pressed that you're coming onto my show and taking personal attacks, not even keeping it football, because you can't cope with the fact that you slept on the Patriots and they beat your team when you had 15 straight home games in prime time. That's the problem. Pats fans aren't acting out. We're telling you the truth. In fact, we're calling your fan base out for trying to blame the refs instead of blaming yourselves. You're looking externally rather than looking internally, and that's your problem. I really hope you get the help you need, dog.
And
Call
that's
into the
not
show.
just
That's
to
bar.
Logan. That's all these Bills fans who
And-
couldn't take the loss.
And let me say this, bro. He said he misses Tyson. I mean, if Tyson was here,
You'd be
he'd be
done.
going 10 times more deeper into the Bills than Colby is.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Master at Work, that's my boy, man. He be ripping in the Bills Mafia, bro. I miss Tyson too, man. But he's active right now. Yeah, he's on X right now.
He's very
all right.
active
We got
right now.
another caller, last one of the show. Matt P, what up, Matt?
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So we all know Dan thinks the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl or at least get to the Super Bowl, right?
Mhm.
So I was in his chat earlier, and he still thinks that the Bills are going to win. He expects the Bills are going to win the division. I don't think that's the case. He said history shows the Bills always bounce back from these tough losses. And then I said in his chat, okay, this is what I said. I said, I said, if you expect the Bills to keep on repeating history, how do you expect them to make the Super Bowl? And the only thing he's clinging on it right now is hope. And he said, I don't know, like the Bills right now is just like, how do you expect them to still win the division based off history, the history of coming back from these tough week 5 losses, and still expect them to win the Super Bowl, even though they've never shown in the history of their franchise that they could win a Super Bowl, and how even like the past few years even make the Super Bowl with Josh Allen and Sean McDermott, which I think they should fire.
Well, thanks for the call, Matt. What are your thoughts of that?
It's funny, he said Dan Mitchell said history shows. You notice Dan uses that a lot, history shows, but he's only talking about a 4 to 5 year period. That's all he's talking about. What's happened the last 4 to 5 years in the AFC when he say history shows. That's a small sample size, Dan Mitchell. History's about to show you something new. You're not winning the division this year, Bills fans.
I mean, technically, if we want to talk about history, the Patriots owned the division for 20 years. You've been dominating for 4 or 5. And the discussion will then be, yeah, but you had Tom Brady. We still have Josh Allen. Okay, well, we didn't have Drake May back in the day. Now we have Drake May. So this is a very different ballgame.
And if you really want to go into deep lore, the New York Jets are a better organization than the Buffalo Bills because we got that ring, baby.
There you go, Riz. You know what? Stand on top.
Buffalo Bills on
We got
punishment
that championship.
anyway. It's like in the draft, you keep on giving the Chiefs everything anyway. You keep on rewarding them, even trading with them. That's part of your problem, and you're never going to win until you stop doing that craziness.
Hey, man, I'm a Super Bowl champion. I wasn't alive for it, but it feels good to be
Yeah, you're right, man. We all part
undefeated
of
in the Super Bowl.
organizations,
Never
man.
lost. Can't relate to you guys. I've never lost in the Super Bowl, the Jets. Never lost. I don't know what it's like to lose. I don't know what it's like to lose in the Super Bowl,
It
man.
ain't like you got there many times. So
Hey, bro, 1-0 undefeated. We get there, we win, bro. We get there, we win. All right, folks, if you guys did not know about RotoWire, we got fantasy football. We got everything tonight. 2 Monday Night Football action is kicking off. Make sure you guys check out RotoWire to help out with your sleeper picks. You guys can literally link your sleeper picks to this great website and get a really awesome discount on RotoWire. You go to Picks and Props, you go to DFS Pick'em and click Sleeper Picks, and you can get it. You're all integrated, give you all the tools you possibly need to win some cash. Please bet responsibly on RotoWire and on Sleeper. Of course, it's a tool to help you with your sleeper picks. It's a cool integration to help you out with your bets. Please bet responsibly. We appreciate RotoWire. We're going to wrap up the show now, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. We got a double whammy of Monday Night Football to enjoy tonight. Anything you got to say to the people, Colby?
Hey, man, all I'm going to say is pass her back, baby. Pass her back, and we'll see what they can do. And I'm not saying I'm expecting necessarily a whole lot this year come postseason time, but what I'm saying is that you see that they're building up into something, and that this is not what it's been since 2020. Things are about to get real fun, and it's good to enjoy football. It's good to, like, truly enjoy football, not be like, all right, so what free agent should I be looking at this offseason? So it's going to be a good year, man.
How about you, Tony Dow?
Yeah, man. I'll just say this to especially Dolphins Nation. Listen, man, better days are on the way. All right. We're gonna find us a quarterback that's the best one in the division. It's gonna happen sooner rather than later. And we may be down right now, but we'll be up soon. We'll be up and we'll be above everybody. Jets, obviously, we always above them. But Buffalo, we're gonna be above them and the Patriots, who's taking over for now. So we're gonna be all right, man.
Man, the Dolphins are gonna be so. Oh, I can't wait. I see the future too.
No, we're gonna be all right.
Like, I love how TD in his brain thinks like, oh, it's bad now, but it's about to be good. Like, this is the beginning of the darkest times in Miami Dolphins.
No.
In the next few years, bro. Like, you think this is bad? You think it's bad right now? This is just the beginning, bro. This is just the start.
What makes your experience with us?
Dude, no, this is just the beginning, man. We're finally getting out of it. We're finally ripping it to the deepest of the darkest corners of the abyss so we can finally get back up. But you're just starting your cave down. You're starting your cave down, man. Oh, it's going to feel good to see that collapse, man, for the next few years. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's all love here on the AFC East Roundtable. Shout out to Dan Mitchell and the Buffalo Bills. They were in a bye week, so we didn't really have to talk much Bills. But they'll be back, and they're probably going to win next week. We'll talk to you guys Wednesday night. We got Connor Long filling in for me on Wednesday night, representing the Jets.
Hey.
I got a business affair to go to, the Knicks home opener, baby. I love you guys. Peace out.